here.
Hi. How are you? Good, you? Good to see you again.
Yeah.
You should have a picture of me.
Good, while the photographers are settling down. I'm not sure, I think not many of our Spanish friends in the room, Phil, but if you could explain to them what our normal procedures are, which is if they could indicate with the raising of the hand and then allow you to translate the question, then fully translate the answer as well before moving on to the next one. I think we'll make a start, actually. Peter, do you want to kick us off with the first couple?
Comenzamos ahora, pero mismo formato que con el jugador. Pregunta y respuesta a la vez y levantar la mano si queréis preguntar.
Come on, Pete.
Jurgen, good evening.
Hello.
Can you give us an update on your injury situation, especially we're hearing that Mo Salah isn't too good. Can you give us a run-through of how everybody's looking at the moment?
Most of them are looking really good, apart of Kleiny and Adam. Mo, we sent him home tonight, that's right. He was in, and then Doc told me, Mo said I can train, Doc said he can train. When I asked the Doc what would be best for him, I said, okay, if he doesn't have to train because he has a little bit sore throat, so should not be that serious, so we sent him home, not that he cannot spread the virus, if there's a virus. In this moment, we expect him back tomorrow morning for normal training.
I suspect every Liverpool fan in the whole world is also wanting to know tonight, is Philippe Coutinho likely to be involved tomorrow? Can you give us any idea at this stage?
I could, but I'm sure all the Liverpool supporters around the world, they are ready to wait another 24 hours. So he's fit, he's healthy. Yes, and all other information about the lineup, I think you have to wait until tomorrow. So, but he's here.
So no fit decision?
No.
So, one more, Pete, before we go around the room.
I'm guessing because Mane and his suspension has been confirmed now at 3 games that he's a certain starter now tomorrow. How disappointed are you that appeal hasn't been successful?
I'm not sure if I'm disappointed. Actually, I didn't expect something different. Not because of I thought our appeal was absolutely right, because it was never that we said, even if I could say, even if we would have appealed the red card, what we didn't. We only appealed the length of the suspension. That actually never thought it will happen, but only because I'm used to things like this. So obviously it's not an English thing. I think there were a lot of situations in the last few weeks which were similar. And if you want, all the other players were lucky. Only Sadio was not lucky, and obviously Ederson was not lucky because he got that's we never want to underestimate this. It looks really awful, to be honest, and he was also lucky that nothing more serious happened in this situation. But actually that's football, and I know exactly if it would have been the other way around, it would not have been different to what Man City thought in this moment. But it was unlucky, absolutely unlucky, and that's the most important thing for me to say, that there was never, not even a percentage of Sadio wanted to bring the goalkeeper in danger. He wanted to get the ball, and that's the most important thing. And for me, it's important that he tries to do that for the next few games, or in all his games, which he will play for us too, because that's very important. We cannot change this. It's a sports where things like this can happen. Nobody wants it. He couldn't expect that the goalkeeper is there. He didn't see him. It's like it is, and then he get a red card. I don't blame the ref for the decision. He went there. I'm not sure that he wanted to give the red card immediately, but when he saw the boy bleeding, then I would have done the same. They made the same decision. So that's how it is. But we only wanted to bring it in a relation to the other issues. And so if they would have said it's not 3 games, it's 2 games, then I think it would be still a red card. He has already a half a game suspension in City. So I think it would have been a right decision if they would have said 1 game less. So then it's 2.5 instead of 3.5. And we lost the open game until he left the pitch in City. So we got a punishment. That's how it is. We don't moan about this. We have a big part of it in this game, but we all know the game would have been different in 11 versus 11. It's not to change anymore, but I think it was really our duty to appeal. We did it, and how I said after the game, it was a waste of time, obviously. I think it was another waste of time because the Spanish journalists are not interested in our red card. Because he can play tomorrow.
Ian?
Jurgen, how hard have you had to work to lift the spirits after the result at City?
I didn't work hard on this because we have, as human beings, we have a lot of rights, but we have not the right to be down because of something we were responsible for. So it's I didn't blame the boys for the second half. So it was I said it to other journalists before that I had a big part in this, especially in the second half, because I saw the game and I saw us on a good way with a performance which I was not happy with, but I saw that we were in a few parts for sure the better team, and we should have been in the lead before they scored the goal, after the first one or whatever. Yes, with 10 men it changed. That's how it is. But how it is, if you have a problem, you can put a finger in it, or you can ignore it. So there was not a problem with performance, not until a specific point, and after that, yeah. However, I know City or Manchester is the worst place to be with 1 man down on a day like this, as Liverpool, bam, and we did not really well afterwards. We could defend better, but how I said, until we conceded the 3rd goal, I thought it makes also sense to try to score. Actually, and after the 3rd one it was again a different game, and the 5th one was in the last minute and goal of the month or of the week, I don't know, so that's not important anymore. But tomorrow we have another competition, and we worked so long, so hard for it, and we actually plan to put all what we have in this game, and nothing what happened on last Saturday will stop us.
He's on Seville, Berizzo's team, and what sort of Seville you expect tomorrow, and what sort of threats they might bring?
I expect a very strong side of Sevilla. That's real Champions League, that's experience, that's technically skilled players, that's a good match plan, that's experience, that's a hard to play team, and they have all our respect. But that's all, actually. That's a good start in the season. They changed the manager and found again a really good one. So it's an outstanding job from Seville again in the last few years. Lost now the sports director and the manager, and are still there and still in the top of the league. And so really, really strong side. It's real Champions League, and we know who we will face.
2 questions. First of all, you seem kind of an entertaining guy and a fun guy. When you got...
That's my main skill.
Mi habilidad más importante, ser divertido. Now, when you saw the draw, having lost to Seville with Mainz, and having lost to Seville in the final of was it kind of an irony? Did you feel what sort of emotion did you feel on the draw? And the second part of the question, when you knew to be playing Seville again, and the second part of the question, which do you think is the best anthem before the game? The Seville one, you must have heard it before, or the Liverpool one?
Question 2, 100% the Liverpool one. So my English is better than my Spanish, so I don't even understand one word of your anthem, sorry. The first time we played with Dortmund also against Sevilla, right? Didn't we?
Habéis jugado con Dortmund contra Mainz.
We played with Dortmund.
Seguro, habíamos enfrentado con el Dortmund también.
You had holiday this time, so damn.
Vacacionaste. Was that 0-1?
So far, at Sevilla we played draw. So
Un empate, dice.
yeah, and I think at home it was that English referee gave us a red card for a diver in midfield. Michael Dean was his name. So long ago. I think it was that game. I'm not sure. So I don't think in this categories, to be honest. But if you remember with Mainz, we played, if you want, with the biggest. What is it? The opposite of a favorite is underdog. With the biggest underdog in the history of football, and we took a draw from Sevilla. I'm not sure that anybody of you enjoyed this game. We enjoyed it, and so. Everything is possible in football, and if there are a few reasons for me that I want to win this game more than other games, then I will remember them until tomorrow for sure, because you reminded me now, and I will involve them in the meeting. So if Sevilla lose tomorrow, you have a part.
But if you win, will you sign him to come and work for you? Okay.
Good. Final question, Chris.
There's been some suggestion that Loris Karius might be Liverpool's Champions League goalkeeper this season. Are you able to clarify that?
What I can say, if nothing happens overnight, Loris Karius will play tomorrow. That's true.
Hay una sugerencia que Karius va a ser el arquero escogido para toda la campaña de la Champions. ¿Hay algo de verdad en esto? Bueno, lo que puedo asegurar, si no se lesione mañana, él figurará y jugará mañana.
Fantastic. Thank you, guys. Have a good evening. See you.